Live from the Marvin Network, this is the BIS Podcast, where our goal is to update you on technology changes, local government updates, to mix in a little bit of fun as well, and to help you and your team grow. Welcome everyone to Season 2 of the podcast. We thank you so much for sticking with us. We hope you enjoyed Season 1, but we got plenty more in store for Season 2. And to kick things off here in Season 2 of the podcast, we have co-owners of BIS, Britt and Brandon to tell us what we got in store for 2024. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Good, Josh. How are you doing?
Doing just fine. How's everything going in the life? Everything good for both of y'all?
Yeah, everything's going good. I feel like we're staying busy. That's always a plus. And like I said, B&B, the other day we got called B squared. So I guess we'll take whatever.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I know we got a lot of new exciting things coming for 2024 here at BIS. So first off, I'm going to start with you, Britt. You know, we talk about everything that's going on at BIS, but I want to start with administration. Kind of tell me what's new going on with administration, Britt.
Yeah, and like always, we try to reflect at the end of the year and beginning of the year and set projects. We use what's called EOS, Entrepreneurial Operating System, and what we call our rocks, kind of what we want to get done that year and what we're going to get done the following year. And so really just focusing. Administration seems like it does always come last because all the customer focusing stuff, all the development, all the IT, we always put first. So this year we really are focusing on, hey, the experience with the customer of like all the back end, the processes. And with that comes, we're working on customer reporting. We want to have a portal where you can log in and see your bills, see your budget letters, see your contracts, any of the questions you may have, for your maps review. Hey, this is everything in one spot, and this really transparency for the customer. So our group has been doing a really good job of getting that set up for next year. So a lot of good stuff coming down the pipe, and we'll be sending that out as we do the budget letters and increase it. Just make sure, hey, you guys are aware what we have coming down the pipe. Just doing a good job of, hey, this is what's going to cost. This is how it's going to affect you guys. And then make sure we're transparent for the customer. So,
and rolling on into that, Brett, again, we've got a lot of new things also going on with our IT department. Kind of talk about what's going on in the world of IT.
Yeah, everything on the news lately, it's seems like there's tons of ransomware attacks or tons of, viruses or different things going on in each, not just the counties and everybody's life. And so we really just pride ourselves on our IT. That's mine and Brandon's background. That's how we started the company. And I feel like we've got a really good group of IT. We spent money on, we're not a break fix shop, we're a proactive shop. And so what that means is we have so much behind the scenes going on. And if we're coming into your office all the time fixing stuff, it just means at the end of the day, we have so much proactive on the back end that we shouldn't be having to fix as much as add-on and security pieces of that. And so with that piece of it, we're doing really cybersecurity training. And me and Brandon just feel like the biggest vulnerability is the people, employees in place, the county. So if you empower them just to be a team assets to vulnerability, empower them with education of where we're going on ransomware, where we're going, what to do, what not to do. And so we're really proud of the videos for next year that the IT Mark and his team are doing. Then also trying to think we have cybersecurity audits going on. So like I talked about, we do a proactive approach of going in. We keep it simple. We don't want to overcomplicate it, but we're able to tell, audits pinpoint weakness, vulnerabilities, potential entry points into the cyber threats. And so our team's able to do those for you guys and for the counties of just telling, hey, this is where we can help with, I know the keywords are ransomware right now, but help any type of the ransom attacks going on. So.
All right. Well, cool there. Again, I know cybersecurity is a big thing that we've tried to implement in the past couple of years at least, with all that's going on in the world with COVID and everything, a lot more people working remote. And I know that's been a big thing we've been doing here at BIS to get people more prepared and looking for cybersecurity threats. And I know, you talked a little bit about it, Britt, but IT maintenance, another thing that we do here at BIS, we like to, not sell people on, but give the people that option to have all that, available towards them. Anything going on with IT maintenance that people should be aware of, or our clients should be aware of?
Yeah, me and Brandon created IT Mates again because we don't want to be a break fix shop. We're a proactive shop, and that's been actually one of our best sellers from the beginning of BIS. And it's, we want to make sure that the customers are taken care of on the back end process. Hey, we're constantly scanning your network. We're constantly looking for, vulnerabilities for password hacks, and with that, we are improving what we call our GPO this year, so that the customers might see or it's asking for more complex passwords with password lockouts and resets. But with that, it's just, hey, we're helping secure the network. So making sure our guys are auditing and logging. If anybody tries to log into your network, we do lock the passwords out, and we are making it where it's more complex passwords. But again, that's just going to help improve the security of your network. And then we also have a backup reporting. Again, the guys did such a good job on our backups this year of making sure the workstations are backed up, the servers are backed up, the virtual servers are backed up. And with that is, if anything happens, we can always go to your backups and restore. So that's kind of your fail-proof plan. But hey, we got you covered on the security, the patches, and then the backup pieces. So.
And I know one of the things that got passed in the Senate this year, Senate Bill 271, mandatory reporting of, or for government agencies must report cybersecurity incidents within 48 hours. Now, we don't want people, just to threat if you didn't report it. But again, that's one of the things I think you were talking about, Britt, is us able to go in and make sure that you're up to date in your cybersecurity and making sure that we're helping you with those. That way you don't feel threatened or you don't feel, so fast and quick to report something like that.
Yeah, definitely. We put the site out there on our website, but if you guys need that, it's on the BIS website. Also, email our IT guys; they can help you. But any cybersecurity with Senate Bill 271, you're supposed to report because the government is trying to track where they're coming from and the incidents pieces of it, so we can help monitor and crack down. And using companies like BIS, we can help with that piece of the cybersecurity. So it's good. It's always Brandon said it's like having teenagers. It's like, they come in, they take everything, and they demand money. That's kind of the way ransomware attack is. But just making sure you guys are covered on that aspect of it. So.
Oh, God, I got you guys. Well, it's a lot about IT and what we got going on in administration and IT. And now I'm going to throw it over to the other B, and that's Brandon. Brandon, what's going on with our GIS department? What new things do we have coming out in 2024 with GIS?
Yeah, we got four things, Josh. There's Arc Desktop Pro that we're getting our entire team utilizing internally, along with the Parcel Fabric, in which we're going to begin upgrading clients to that, the Deed AI, and then some partnerships. And so which each one of those, particularly the ArcGIS Desktop Pro, it's one of the latest versions of software out there that Esri's pushing. I know a lot of counties are behind on using ArcGIS, and the versions are on. But if you guys need help with the upgrade or upgrading to ArcGIS Pro, just let us know. And with Pro, you can explore, visualize, and analyze data, create 2D maps, 3D scenes, and share your work to ArcGIS Online or your ArcGIS Enterprise portal. There's just some enhancements with everything going online with Pro. And if y'all need any help with that, just feel free to reach out to Alex. Regarding the Parcel Fabric, we'll be working slowly to start upgrading our clients to the Parcel Fabric. As I said earlier, the benefits include tracking geometry history and group changes, provide a measurement-based approach to managing parcel data, utilize powerful adjustment routines to improve data accuracy, and then some best practice templates and workflows for managing your cadastral data. Again, with this, if you guys have any questions or interested in more, let's reach out to Alex. And regarding the Deed AI, it's a product BIS built this year. We're rolling out internally to help with workflow management of software internally to improve deed workflow and accountability of assigned deed text to track time, working deeds, and assigned workload. So basically, before we would take our deeds, put them in a folder, and just anybody would grab them and kind of work them and then move them to GIS. Now we're going to have the ability to track, control hourly, figure out hourly what they're working on, and who's performing, who's working what type of deeds, whether it's meets and bounds, ownership. The ownership changes, some of that will again be using AI to handle some of that, to push the data into the software vendors CAMA data. So we're super excited about that application, working internally to offload some work for our team so we can focus on Q&A and quality controlling some of the deeds processes that we have internally. And then finally, it's our partnerships. We're working with Esri and EagleView to ensure we're moving forward with the latest technologies for GIS and aerial imagery, Josh. That's
Sweet,
about it.
sweet. That's about it. Well, it seems like a lot, but it did. I really think we talked about it too, Brandon, is that Deed AI is really going to be a game changer for a lot of our clients, especially with Deeds and the workflow of everything. So again, I wanted to give a shout out right quick to our GIS team in really implementing that. I think it's going to be a game changer for everybody. Well, I want to switch gears right quick, Brandon. I want to switch gears now from GIS to site services. Now, there were a lot of stuff or a lot of things that came out in this last Texas legislature. There were a lot of bills that got passed: 796, 1228, 3273. Kind of break down a little bit for us, Brandon, what we got new coming out with site services and how it helps our clients with those Senate bills that got passed.
Yeah, there is a lot in this, and I'll try to be quick and to the point. But again, reach out to me, Josh, Britt, the sites team, products team, Melly, Crystal, Morgan as well. They know a lot of what's going on, and we're moving fast. One of the things that's coming out, it's not a House bill or Senate bill, but it's agent appeal that's coming out. It's going to be a new service, and that's going to be allow agents to protest en masse, and will be integrated with Tyler and Harris. So if you'd like for more information on the agent appeal, again, reach out to us. One of the House bills, 796 that Josh mentioned, it's the ARB database. Basically, what that's going to be is it's an additional, it's an addition to the property search. So no new site, nothing. We decided to roll it in. Spoke with a lot of our clients and some people at the state, and they said it's a great idea. No additional website to serve up, and basically that's going to adds the ARB hearing information to the property search, usually updated by October 1st or after your ARB hearings, and that's going to be the name of each board member that attended the hearing, date and time of the hearing, account number, category for the property, appraised value, property owner's asserted value, board's determination of protest, board determination of value, and if the hearing was to consider a protest regarding value. A lot of information in that. Again, read House Bill 796 to, or have your lawyer look it over. But that's our interpretation and what's going to be implemented in the software, our property search going next year. Let's see, online portal. Again, House Bill 1228. That is in particular about improving taxpayer communication electronic delivery. A property owner agent can require a tax official to send and receive notices and communications electronically. Communications defined as appraisal notice, exemptions forms, BPP, homestead, other application forms, ARB hearing notice, tax statement, tax bill. And like all things BIS, we don't stop there. A lot of what I'm hearing in the industry, software vendors are building software to spec that the state defines. And here we are again at BIS, like to make everything better. We're going to have improved workflow when using the online portal. The new online portal enables CADs to see all the taxpayers registered to the various services like property search, online appeals, online forms. What does that mean? That means that we're going to take all of our applications where everybody's logging in individually, so every taxpayer, every administrator, and we're going to make one central login, and you can have access to all the applications to make it ease of use. We'll enable CADs to publish one-off documents to taxpayers for accountability and tracking. So if you get a taxpayer that says, hey, I want this document in particular, and say it's something outside the system, you can easily upload it to the system and track when you sent it and what was sent. Smaller CADs can use this document feature to publish their appraisal notices. We haven't really defined, I say small CAD, how many that's going to be on the initial release of this application, but instead of having to wait on BIS to submit the documents through FTP, we're going to allow you guys to use your portal and log in automatically and upload the files. Let's see, the online portal enables easy communication between the taxpayer and the CAD. CADs can view and reply to all taxpayer requests using the online portal. So similar to our online forms and property search, online protest, if you've used it, basically a type of chat feature that will allow you to have documented response to and from the taxpayer. So I'm really looking forward to that online portal coming out first of the year. The next item, it's kind of been released already, but we're really looking to convert and push it across other states. It's our new tax payment sites for tax entities. We basically have developed a new tax payment account lookup site that includes your tax bill, a receipt of payment, and a few other features for taxing entities. Basically, we're separating our property search and making a new site called tax payment. Now, if you're you're an appraisal and a tax client, you'll have our old school version. But if you're just a taxing entity, you're going to get this new software that competes better with some of the other vendors out there that are, again, giving receipts online, tax bills immediately, And there's some other enhancements for notification separately outside of electronic communication for some other items for our tax payment site. And if you'd like a demo on that, again, reach out to us. We'll give you a demo if you're a taxing entity. We are improving online protest integration with Harris. That's I want to mention that. Again, we're improving some communication with Tyler Tech as well. We're working with Harris to improve data exchange between Harris and BIS for the seamless integration with PACS and our online forms, making it to where instead of having double data entry, it'll just push data in, improving online protests, online forms, property search, and various other softwares. Let's see, we've got again, talked about an integration. We're improving the online forms to integrate with PACS Harris Govern. Kind of mentioned that earlier, but again, BPP, homestead, any form type data will be integrated with PACS going into next year as we make the migration from our standalone apps to our integrated apps. So that about covers it, I believe, Josh.
Wow, guys. So again, great job on talking about all the new services that we had coming out in 2024 here at BIS. But something that BIS has been doing here in the past couple of years, I would say, is our growth. And we're actually, moving into other states. We kind of talked about it a little bit in a previous podcast with you two. But Britt, I'm going to throw it back to you. Tell me what's going on in other states for BIS, in the coming year.
Yeah, with all the growth, me and Brandon are moving into different states. One, state of confusion, state of anxiety, state of insanity. Oh, you mean the actual states?
That's
I got
true.
you.
The actual states, not your personal life, not what's going on. We don't need to know that. Tell me what's going on in other states, physical states, Britt.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing stuff in other states, the last couple of years, but we're excited about the growth with Harris and what that partnership looks like, but then also other partnerships and then other just entities that reached out that heard about us and loved what we do. And so I guess one of the main ones is Colorado. We're expanding there. We just went live with El Paso this summer, and the tax payment system with Harris Willware, which it's crazy. It's like El Paso, then we have El Paso, Texas. So all these states have the different county names, so it gets a little confusing. But this also, if you're there, Josh, their gummy bears taste a little bit different. So just keep that in mind.
I'll have to remember that. Yeah.
And then Arizona, we're going live with Navajo, Graham, Santa Cruz, and next July with CollectWare. Again, that's a Harris integration piece of it. So it's not this PACS, it's with the CollectWare and RealWare system. Georgia, we're expanding additional websites. We have Vanessa out there. She used to be the tax commissioner of Wilkinson County, but she is really helping out with any of the tax and website payments in Georgia and in Alabama. So she's doing Alabama both. And we just love all of our clients out of state. And then Washington is actually coming on next year, which is going to be another PACS client. Then also South Carolina we have coming. That's going to be a RealWare client, which is a Harris client in Dorchester. So it's exciting to see. It's like, hey, we got all this growth opportunity. But what I like is our people are excited. The BIS people are excited to show them the BIS way, the customer service that we can provide, and just welcome to our family. We always say BIS is a big family, so it's like, you know what, our family's growing, and any of the conferences we go to, it's like a family reunion. We love just talking to our clients and interacting, and like Brandon said, all the debt that's coming down, we love providing opportunities. And hey, these are the new laws, or hey, what's not working for you? Talk to us, let us know, and see if we can help fix that along with our customer service. So that's pretty much, again, I know it's a lot, but those are the states we're going in, Josh.
I gotcha. You talk about, Britt, that kind of family aspect that we provide here at BIS. And, one of the people that kind of really, again, we have all the people on the front line, the IT department, GIS, even the sales is what we're going to go into now with our new sales team. Now, I hate to toot my own horn, but I think we've got one of the best, or even the best sales team in the nation. So, of course, I am a part of that, but I've got, a lot of other people we could thank about that. And Brandon's going to mention that here right now. So, Brandon, talk about the new sales team we brought here on at BIS, and what is different now than it has been maybe in the past?
Well, actually, we have some good salespeople versus Britt and Brandon
Oh.
in the past.
Hey, I
They're
can hear
good.
you.
Oh, right. I said both of us. No, I think this is probably one of the most exciting departments. I hope no other departments listen to this. But the reason being is we get back in front of customers, with COVID and then the business growth and leadership training and just everything Britt and I have been through the last 3 or 4 years. I think I'm most excited about you and Stony, Vanessa, Jay's communication, and even Sterling in the field getting back like we used to. And I know our plan next year is to visit about all 254 counties, or try to get there with some of the first quarter things. What we're trying to do is improve some of our communication. One thing that we've lacked or needed to improve was communication of new products. And what we've decided with everything that's changed at BIS over the last years is try to get in front of our online forums, online protest, and possibly even TNT, and try to communicate better with clients by, number one, calling every customer that is a client of the service, providing clear documentation, and providing short videos. And we're so blessed to have a great team, and the sales team has kind of volunteered, or voluntold, as we say at BIS, but to help the products team in development get with the clients and, hey, look, here's what we're doing, here's your training, and handhold the process. So the Q1 might be a little slow, but kind of after Q1, Josh and Stoney, I know for sure, are going to hit the ground running, visiting you guys at your office, see what's working, what's not working, and visiting some neighboring entities. So if you've got a tax office, if you have an ISD, if you have a school district, anybody struggling with sites, website services, GIS, IT, please let Josh and Stoney know. I think they would love the lead, and we'd look for another opportunity to serve another neighboring customer, because the more we get in Texas and surrounding neighbors, just the more we can be out there, and the more it serves BIS as a higher purpose. Vanessa, I didn't mention earlier, she will be visiting a lot of the conferences. She'll be going to Colorado, Arizona, Washington, South Carolina, as we mentioned. Just building some groundwork there in some instances, just saying who we are and what we do and why we do what we do. And so we're super excited about that. I've mentioned the software expectations. Jay, if you guys have talked to him, he's a procurement manager, and he's responsible for ensuring that our parts are ordered, inventory control, and responding quickly to hardware needs. I think this last quarter, since we had everybody doing a lot of different jobs, we've kind of hired a few more people and isolated them so they're not trying to do 2 or 3 jobs at once. And so he's been able to focus on just 1 or 2 jobs since he started, and it's really helped turn around some of the estimates. So Jay, if you haven't talked to him, that's what he's doing to help us be a better company and respond quicker.
Definitely so, guys. And I would really like to, give our, I'm not to say toot our own horn, to boast us a little bit, but our sales team, I got to give a shout out because, we all, especially for me and Stoney, I know Stoney coming from law enforcement, me coming from the, media world, not particularly were we ever really considering ourselves salesmen or, even thought maybe at that a career. But, it's pretty cool when you have people that come from different backgrounds, so to speak, and they're able to come in and just hit the bat off right away. And again, one of our big things as salespeople is really not just sell you services, but to let to ask you how you're doing, what could we do better as a company. That's what I just want to reiterate, kind of what Brandon said and touched on just a little bit. So so guys, I really want to thank you two for bringing us on and really able us to give us, as Britt mentioned earlier, that family type atmosphere that we try to provide here at BIS.
That's right. Yeah, you said it, Josh. Yeah, and that's what we love about you guys. You're not natural born old mentality salespeople. Like, I think of car salesmen, and I never wanted to be a salesperson, but come to find out at BIS, I love sales. It's probably my favorite thing, but I wouldn't consider myself a salesperson. It's more of relationship driven, and I think that's where you and Stoney and Sterling's always been good at it. Vanessa's been good at it, and then Jay's learning that you guys are going to be super successful because you care about the relationship and you care that someone does a good job. You're not trying to sell them a product. So kudos to you guys.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Well, we want to thank you for joining us again today on the BIS Podcast. We've been broadcasting live on the Marvin Network. We want you to visit us online so you can view this podcast and other podcasts that we have done in the past. Simply go to bisconsultants.com/podcast. Again, always as well, we're available at 800-247-9045. Again, that number 800-247-9045. Or you can always email us at our sales email, sales@bisconsultants.com. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to another edition of the BIS Podcast. I'm Josh Green, and until next time, so long and goodbye.